Yeah, we haven't seen each other in 48 hours, so we're fresh.
Which is true.
And how is it when you don't see each other? Do you start missing each other? Is it quite a welcome break?
We see each other, no joke, probably 365 days a year, probably over 300. Definitely. And day and night.
Yeah.
So when we don't see each other, usually it's about a day or two only, and then once a year it's for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. The two longest stretches we have is during the holiday season in America, Christmas for 2 weeks, and then in the middle of the year, like summer, we get 2 weeks off. And those times it's like you start to miss them at the end.
Yeah.
And in the beginning it's a welcome break. So you go from don't want to see these people ever again in my life to, I miss them.
Oh my god, I have to catch up on
I miss them. I wish we could, I'm looking forward to seeing them and hanging out. 2 days is like, I don't need to see them, I don't miss them, but then when I see them, I'm like, oh my god, 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's right.
But does it work the other way as well? Do you start getting really sick of each other? You just need some space.
That's most of the time.
With you guys being prankers as well, like being on a tour bus, how do you get any sleep? How do you not keep one eye
We're
open?
off limits to each other when we're not on duty. We do it all full time.
The first bus tour, we had some hijinks.
Yeah, that was our first time ever seeing a tour bus, ever being on a tour bus.
Yeah.
And so it was like that new, it was like our first day of school type feeling, you know what I mean?
I tickle attacked you.
Yeah, you
And you tickle attack.
Yeah, because the bunks had these sheets that Sal's easily scared and also very ticklish. So the bunks had these blinds that they just shut and you can't see if anybody's in them. So I just laid and waited until Sal walked by and I dropped out in the top bunk.
We're middle-aged men.
Yeah,
and
I see that.
Tickle fight.
And I tickle
Yeah,
It's
fight.
debatable whether we're middle aged. We could die at any moment.
I mean, we're old age if we're talking like a couple hundred years ago. We are.
Couple hundred.
We're playing with house money right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. This is
40
all
years old.
borrowed
People
time.
used to die, not to take this on a sharp turn negatively, but people used to die real young. You
Well,
want
there's
to
been
talk about
radical advances in medical technology.
Yeah, it got in my head when I was young that I was going to die at 49 years old, but that's 8 years away from me. So.
That's not
that?
good.
Yeah.
That's
He still
nice.
believes it.
Yeah.
And just looking at death as well, and who might be closest to death,
It's-
especially with this show, I actually think it's Sal, because am I right in thinking you've been choked and slapped on the show?
Oh, I thought you were talking about my bedroom.
Does that happen in the bedroom as well?
We'll talk about the tour bus.
I get choke and slapped at any moment, really. I'm always prepared for it. No, yeah, I don't know. I really hope that you're wrong. I don't want you to will your own death at 40.
No,
You could do that. The mind is very powerful.
Yeah.
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 I was thinking about the time when did you tell a woman that she had an ugly baby and she slapped you, right? She gave you
You know that because that never aired actually. So you were just supposed to do your research very well.
Thank you very much.
Because it was the pilot, I think.
That was the pilot.
It was
episode.
before we even had the show picked up.
Yeah.
We were shooting the pilot, and she was a great sport about it afterwards. But she slapped me, and then we were still figuring out the tone of the show then.
Yeah, but then you just got slapped in an episode that aired a little while ago. We were at Volcano Bay, which is Universal Studios in Florida, and we made Sal blow his nose on people's towels. And this woman was wearing a towel, and Sal went up to her and she blew her nose and she was beating you away.
She swatted you away.
Yeah, it was more. This one though was a open hand across his face.
That's right, you got it.
Well, you can't call somebody's baby ugly. That's like.
Oh, yes, I can. I did.
You call
No,
mine.
I
You
know
call
you
my
can't.
baby.
You
I
can't
didn't
just
smack.
slap.
I didn't
Yeah.
smack you. You call my
Most
baby.
babies are ugly.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about this the other day because I have some new nephews and you have a new. If everyone had their babies and everyone put them in a room, they would look identical. Nobody know what their babies would look like.
Yeah, that's right.
You
So
do
it's not
get
even-
an odd, ugly baby though. There are ugly babies out there. That is a thing.
There are uglier babies.
Well, you'd
all
be able to-
babies are ugly.
Yeah.
You'd be able to tell the base level of babies apart by race and sex.
Yeah, but then
But-
that's it.
but
That's
that's it.
That's
Yeah, but
all
all
babies.
babies look like Winston Churchill, isn't that?
Yeah.
a joke? Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, and some look like the dog that Churchill had as well. I've been able to look at a really proper ugly baby where you just go, "Ew," where you shudder, like a shudder ugly baby.
Yeah, that's
They look
true.
like
They
aliens to
exist.
me.
And actually, it's one of my biggest fears. I'm trying to write a bit about that. I'm really scared to have an ugly kid. Because if I have an ugly kid,
Yeah.
I can't tell anybody. But I know it's ugly.
Yeah, you
and
know.
every day that I wake up, I
blind.
know that the kid
Well,
is
listen,
ugly.
parents get blinded by their love for the baby, but they know that baby's
That
ugly
baby's
or
ugly.
dumb.
Well,
I know.
my daughter was gorgeous on birth. My son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
I have a good friend for over as long as I've known them. I can't say names. I can't. Please don't ask. I can't do it. And they have that person has 2 kids right now, and one is like okay, and one is very ugly.
Yeah.
A very ugly
So
chick.
I could bleep it out in the edit.
No, I would never say it. And also, I've never said it out loud to anyone. No one knows who the identity.
But does everybody know that the chick?
I don't know. I just kept it inside in my heart. But like, I am so sad.
The world knows.
So it's a close friend.
Is it me?
I can't say.
I have
No,
two
no,
children.
it's no one like that.
I have
Okay.
two children.
No.
Is it family?
Sal.
It's family. It's
I-
totally family. It's totally family.
No, it's actually just an acquaintance, but
No, Sal's got the hot nieces.
that is very, very strange. Even for the laugh.
And on one of these guys thinking that a member of your family is hot. One of the punishments, right? See my smooth link. One of the punishments was that you married his sister
I did.
legally.
Yeah.
Legally.
Yeah.
And that was the thing.
They led me to believe it was legal. They went down to the courthouse to fill out all the
Office.
paperwork.
And
I think you were gonna do it, but then they had reservations at the last second, and then they led me to believe in the moment
Hot?
that
responsible.
I-
Good job.
I'm a member of both things. They led me to believe in the moment it was real, which I was upset because it's look, live your lives, but that also is what do you call it? Like
Crossing a boundary?
No, but it's a nightmare. It's a logistical nightmare.
Yeah, we're just going like that.
Yeah.
To get that undone.
Well, people get divorced all the time.
Legitimately, for real, I actually married your sister in real life. Like I said to you one day, I sat you down, and we go to pizzeria.
You mean for real, not for a
For
joke?
real, for real. I
Joke?
said, Sal, I gotta tell you, I'm in love with your sister. She's in love with me. You know, we've
No.
kind of.
Was there consummation? Was there a wedding night? Was there a thing?
I would love you to be my brother-in-law, but also I know you well, and so I can't accept
Yeah.
that after knowing your history.
Yeah.
Well, I've changed.
Well, the big joke was they
That
actually.
remains to be seen.
It was only 1 month in
Let's get a
August.
few years streak.
It was only 1 month in Arizona. Let's go.
Let's get a few days straight.
So James and Jenna had left the paperwork in the back because they got the thing. And the only way they weren't legally married was because you have to submit in New York the paperwork within 30 days signed by a legal pastor, which Sal is. He actually married my wife and I in real life. So they left the paperwork in the back. So Sal saw the paperwork and he grabs me. He goes, "What if I, to get them back, just sign the paperwork and submit it, and then they are
We all
legally
got
married?"
with it.
And he looked at me for a moment, and then he was like, "Oh no, wait! I don't want him marrying my sister."
It would have been the best reversal ever.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do that to either of them.
Yeah.
So was that the worst punishment that you've ever encountered on the show?
Oh, no.
If it was real, I would have been kind of upset about it, I think. But no, far from. It was one of the biggest surprises ever. But at this point, we've done so many, it's hard to answer. But one time they put me in a swamp, and I don't like anything that's not just like I don't like germs, I don't like
Swamps.
You're a clean freak. You're a clean freak.
Yeah, but a swamp is a swamp. It's not even about being a clean freak, right? So they had me in that water the whole day, very murky, you can't see in it and stuff. So I was worried about like parasites, crocodiles, all that stuff like that. That was really bad. It was like 100 degrees. There
That
was
was
like
a hot day, too.
dragonflies everywhere. It smelled like just literally the devil's
swamp.
ass. but it was terrible. That was one of the worst ones.
The
I don't
bayou
know.
was known as that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say maybe that one's pretty bad.
I also beat you over the head with an oar.
That day.
Yeah, I thought Sal's helmet was made out of. They showed me the prototype, which was a bicycle helmet that had like fake ivy on it.
I was dressed like a swamp monster.
Yeah.
So I had on this headpiece.
And so Sal was too hot, so they said, okay, well, we could take the ivy and just make like a makeshift hat and put it on and take off the bicycle helmet, but they didn't tell me that. So Sal attacks the boat, and I take a wooden oar, and I just smack him on the head with it, and it hits him in the head.
Literally, it flickered black.
Yeah.
So what? You went unconscious? You went.
I was so close. He hit me, and I felt it.
Because I was hitting him as if he had a bike helmet on.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm super strong. So I hit him, and I saw in his eyes he went wonky, and I went, "Oh, he's fucked up." And I was like, "Sal," I was like, "I'm sorry, monster." And I tried to.
People are watching because the conceit was that they were on those fan boat swamp tours coming through, and when they were narrating it, and they'd be like, "Oh, if you're quiet, maybe the bog monster might come out." So that would be my cue to come out and be like, "Whoa!" So I had to do whatever they said, but there was a whole bunch of people watching the tour.
So there's like 30 people on the boat.
When he hit me on the head, I didn't want to break character, but I really had to let him know that I wasn't wearing a helmet, and I almost passed out. So I was just like looking at him. Like,
And he had a voice that he was doing a bog monster voice, and he goes, "Oh, I have no helmet."
Can we hear that now? Can we hear your bog monster voice?
he pretty much did.
That was pretty much it.
Oh, it's really not.
Jimmy Stewart?
We're like Jimmy Stewart.
It's a bit of a short cover.
That was very short cover.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his way.
Cool. So guys, I've got a little quiz that I might to do with you, and whoever loses the quiz, there is another challenge that I'd like to do with that person. So there are stakes in this little competition. You guys down with that?
Sure. It depends what the stakes are at the end, but sure. Let's go.
Okay. So question number 1 for Murr: what noise does a cow make?
Moo.
I see what
Very
this
good.
Is I see what this is going. First,
Joe,
now that they're my questions.
Who is the
off
Queen of
rails.
England?
Queen Elizabeth?
The
second.
Second,
Yeah,
yep,
Queen Elizabeth
very
is
good.
Oh, so you're giving the answers to him.
Well, you know, it's just a little hint. Sal, name me a colour.
Oh, okay. Yellow.
Red. Yeah, you see where this is going. Murr, where's Wales?
Where's what?
Wales?
In the UK?
Yeah, close enough. 2 plus 2.
4.
How much is a jar of Marmite?
3 pounds.
That's Sainsbury's. I was thinking Aldi, it's £1.61. So,
I can see
We were
it.
just talking about the
I made a grave error.
a grave error. Sal, can I ask you to switch seats for a second?
All right.
And can we have the towel?
Towel.
The towel of victory.
The towel.
Over Sal.
Okay.
Is that a thing of eggs?
That might be a thing of eggs. So the game is Russian egg roulette. Are you down with that?
But I take umbrage with something.
Okay.
You clearly fixed this game in order for me.
Agreed.
To do things.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit.
I would suggest maybe leveling the playing field.
Okay.
And I will play you for it. Maybe
Okay.
me versus you. How about that? I turn the tables on you.
Okay.
I know that you don't have a camera. Oh, you do have a camera.
Yes.
Oh, so this can work out just fine.
This could work perfectly fine.
So maybe we do like a rock paper scissors.
Okay.
They call it Rochambeau.
Rochambeau. And if you win, I will do this challenge.
Okay.
And if I win, you do it.
For real.
Yes.
Shake on it.
Okay.
Don't do scissors because then who's gonna do?
You can't throw out something.
Now it's psychology.
Yeah,
Now he's gonna.
Yeah,
Don't do
but
scissors. Scissors is
Yeah,
bad.
this is like that.
Don't throw scissors.
This
Rock
is like
the best one.
This is like that scene from Princess Bride
Yeah.
Yeah.
where it's like where he switches
Yeah.
The poison.
All right.
Rock is statistically most likely.
Yeah, but do paper though.
Let's get it on. Let's do this. Come on.
Whatever you do, don't do
Well, statistically.
Don't do scissors. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Rock, paper. Oh wait.
He pulled out. He pulled out.
By the way, I was going to throw scissors. We would have tied.
Rochambeau.
Okay, it's not rock, paper, scissors. Says
No, that's.
No, it's 3. What's that? You 5? What are you doing?
rock, paper, rock,
Yeah.
paper.
Alright, but
No,
now
but you don't say rock, paper, and scissors.
So Rock would have beat him. But now we should do
Rochambeau
scissors
means
again
rock,
because
paper,
psychology.
Right, Rochambeau.
So you're gonna say, but in that pattern, bow
I
means
just played 3
scissors.
times and I
Bow
beat you
means
3
scissors,
times.
right? Rochambeau, rock, paper, scissors. So
Hold
bow
on,
means
I'll be
scissors.
playing
So
on
then
the
I
both
say bow and I
Hold on.
Let's do this. Coaching over.
I'm playing on the
Coaching
part of Sal. Ready?
Statistically speaking.
Ready? I'm playing on the part of Sal. Ready?
Oh, you're
No,
playing
I'm
race
playing-
part.
For Sal. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
You're done.
Oh!
I told you
You
wrong.
knew what you were getting into.
I told you wrong.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Can you feel if it shakes? You don't know.
Oh! Kind of soft boiled.
Oh, you're okay.
It's hard boiled.
So that's it.
Well, you won. I don't know.
Yeah, you won.
But really, this could have been way worse
Wow.
for you.
Double or nothing?
There's just a little bit of soft-boiled.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Double or nothing. Okay, ready? Go again.
Double or nothing.
Ready?
Go
Ready?
again.
Yeah, I'm going for Sal. Ready? Yeah, come on. Double or nothing. Here we go.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Come on!
Let's
do this! Let's do this!
What are you doing? Oh, sorry, that's all the time we have.
Oh god. This is gonna go bad.
Come on!
Sit over here. This is.
Pressure, right?
Oh man! All right, I'm not prepared for this. Okay. 1, 2.
Good job! Wipe your face.
Oh my
Wipe your
God.
face.
I washed my hair. I wasn't
Wow.
on.
Anyway, you're good.
Good job.
You did good.
Woo-wee!
Kind of looks like.
Don't even.
All right, well, that's all the time we have. Thanks, everybody. One more time or no? One more time?
No.
Okay, we're done.
Wow, good job.
Is it all? No, you have.
You got a little bit of egg. A little bit of egg.
Yeah, give me. I won't do it.
Egg is good for
Yeah,
him.
you do it.
Is it?
You'll just do it.
Yeah.
You could get it in a mirror.
Okay. Okay.
Well
Oh,
done.
I mean, that
Would
was
you,
fine.
would you
Is that
triple or
like
nothing if I
magnet?
put a 10 on the table?
Okay.
You do it?
Yeah.
One more?
Yeah.
You sure?
Go ahead. Go for me.
I'm going to you.
Oh my
I can't bear to do it
guys.
myself.
Oh!
Boom! Boom!
Okay. Shit.
That's a full egg.
Come
That's a
on.
full egg. There was only 2 boiled. Because you
There
get
were 3 boiled, so
3 boiled, 3 not.
Oh, so we don't know. This could be.
this can be
I just don't want
anything.
to get it on my shit. Okay. Okay. I'm afraid of this carpet. How about I do it over the table?
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin people's
Oh
carpet.
no, you're gonna miss the camera angle.
Oh, no, yeah, we need to shift camera. Shift camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, sit here.
Yeah.
Sit down so you can get that through. There you go.
Oh god. Get out of the spill.
All right. Here we go. I'm a good sport.
Okay. Drum roll.
I don't know. I did it pretty hard.
That's why it's wild.
It's hurting me.
No, it's not. Come on, smash it.
Ow! It's a fucking rock. That fucking hurts. Oh my, you see me doing it? Oh, okay. All right, no more. I tried like 8 times.
You tried.
Ah, that hurt. Wait, are they?
Tell me about Larry and why are you looking for him?
I'm seeing if he's here in the UK because I want to smash a fucking egg in his head. Yeah.
Yeah, just made up fella that we made up like 10 years ago before the show even. We just yelled for him all the time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we just, a lot of stuff from our real life bleed into the show.
Uh-huh.
That was one of the things we used to do.
So that's why we named this tour the Where's Larry tour,
Yeah.
and we're taking it all over the UK. So.
We kick off the whole UK tour with a show at the Manchester Arena. And 100% of the proceeds of that night go to the We Love Manchester Fund,
Oh,
which
wow.
donates money to the families affected by the terrorist attacks. So
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Wow.
just want to get that word out. We're really happy to do that. So.
Whose idea was that?
Brian's.
Brian.
Yeah, Hughes, he's not here.
Oh. No, I miss him. No, I wasn't missing him before. Now I miss the guy.
Yeah, you should. He's a good guy.
I mean, I wouldn't have said no. We were all thinking that.
Yeah, but
He
he's
is
at the first. He's at the first text, and that's why it spawned from that. I would never have done it.
You would have kept it for
Yeah, I would
yourself.
totally.
We go back in the text chain. I say yes in the same minute that he said
Cool. Well, guys, that's great. Have a great tour. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cool. Cheers.
Thank you.